everyone! Today we're making Persian grape molasses halwa using 1 cup of grape molasses, 1 cup of wheat flour that may be gluten-free or not, and 1/3 of a cup olive oil. To get started, heat your olive oil or any vegetable oil over medium-low heat. Once it starts to sizzle, you're gonna add 1 cup of sifted flour, and we're just gonna cook this over medium-low heat until it's semi-brown. Next, pour 1 cup of grape molasses along with 1 cup of water into a small pot. You're gonna bring this to a boil over medium-low heat while our flour mixture is getting brown. It's important that you supervise and stir constantly as the flour may get brown pretty quickly. Once your flour mixture turns into a light brown color, that's when you want to add your molasses mixture. It's crucial that you keep the heat low throughout the entire cooking process, especially before you want to add your molasses mixture. And that's because if it's high, once you add your molasses mixture, it will spill over and there's a possibility that you may burn your hand. You want to slowly incorporate your molasses mixture while stirring constantly. By the end of your cooking process, you'll achieve this gorgeous copper color, which is absolutely miraculous. Please don't worry about any clumps that you may get at this stage, because by the end of your stirring process, you'll achieve a homogeneous, smooth texture. You may not use butter instead of olive oil or any vegetable oil. That's because the butter will burn throughout the cooking process, and it just will give this unpleasant flavor and taste to your halva. However, if you really enjoy the taste of butter or ghee, you may add 1 tablespoon of ghee or 1/4 of a stick butter at the end of the cooking process, and it will just melt into your halva. Halwa is a delicious and famous Persian dessert or sweet that has different types. I'll be sharing more halwa recipes in the future. The ingredients needed to prepare it is different depending on the type of halva. For example, wheat flour halva is made from a mixture of white wheat flour with sunflower oil, sugar, cardamom, rose water, and saffron. But there's another type of halva that uses grape molasses, as we're making now, or date molasses instead of sugar. This Persian halwa recipe is super easy and incredibly yummy. The choice of flour is one of the most important points that you should consider in preparing halva. There are several recommendations for choosing flour, but we recommend you to use whole wheat flour because whole wheat flour improves the taste and color of halva. Additionally, I'd recommend sifting your flour before baking halva. Otherwise, you'll have small lumps of flour in it. Meanwhile, please subscribe to our channel and smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Halva's color may vary between different shades of brown depending on the amount of time you saute your flour. If you're looking to make dark halva, we'll teach you tricks of the trade that's not mentioned anywhere else. To darken the halva's color, you can add 1 teaspoon of cacao powder when adding flour to your oil. The taste of cacao powder won't be noticeable. Depending on the type of halva you make, you may use granulated white sugar, powdered white sugar, granulated brown sugar, honey, date molasses, or grape molasses. In Iran, halva is usually made during religious holidays and served after the funeral services. I, on the other hand, think that you don't need a special occasion to make halva. Halva is a very rich and fulfilling dessert. You can actually make it ahead and freeze the leftovers for later. Persian halva is not like the regular halva you may be familiar with. The word halva refers to several dense and sweet desserts with nuts or flour. In contrast to the more popular halva made from sesame paste, halva in Iran is flour-based with a hint of rose water. I actually think Persian halva is much better because it has a soft Play-Doh consistency that's very agreeable to the palate. The taste is heavenly and very exotic. Persian halwa is intertwined in many parts of the life of Persians. It is the dish of choice with which to break fasts. The Persian halwa is made of a few ingredients and it looks like an easy to prepare sweet, but believe me, this one is one of the most difficult recipes of Persian cuisine. The color, the consistency, the timing of adding molasses, the heat of the flour at the time of adding molasses, all of these are the important factors that we need to consider if we want to cook a truly authentic Persian halwa. The color of your Persian grape molasses halwa should be very dark. Stir gently until the halwa arrives at the consistency of a dense paste. It is essential that the pan's temperature isn't too hot, because if it is, the flour will absorb all the syrup and grow in size, and you'll have this firm dough-like mixture, which is far from the traditional halwa. To serve your Persian grape molasses halwa, flatten the paste into a shallow, round platter and garnish with slivered pistachios and or slivered almonds, or you may cut into shapes and garnish. If you prefer, you may add 1 tablespoon of ghee at this stage to elevate the flavor of your dessert. This halwa took about 30 minutes to prepare, but if it's the first time that you're making it, it may take a little bit more. As you can observe, my Persian grape molasses halwa has a vibrant copper color. I hope you enjoyed learning about this fun recipe. Please check out the description box for all the details about this recipe. Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and follow us on social media platforms. I'll see you in my next video. Take care!